Good morning, everybody. Today, inshallah, we'll finish the O-level course and we will study together Units 8 and 9. We'll start now with Unit 8 by focusing on the most important points. And the title of Unit 8 is How We Learn. How we learn. Here we have some words. These are the most important words in this lesson. The first one is the word sailors, sailors. The second word is control, and the third one is balance. Balance. Here we have the meaning being able to stand or move without falling. This is called balance. What about number two? Number two, someone who sails on boats or ships. Of course, this is called sailor. Yes, sailors. And sailors here is the plural. Number three, to make someone or something do what you want, this is called control. This is the meaning of the verb control. It's okay. After that, the grammar section in this unit, we will talk here about the ing forms. The ing forms. And this is called in English gerund. Gerund. As you see here in the grammar box, the first one, ing forms. Ing forms can be used as nouns. Yes, like this example. I'd like to read a book. To read here is a verb. But if you want to change this verb into a noun, you will add ing by saying reading is enjoyable. Reading here is a noun. It's okay. So how can we change from a verb into a noun? By adding ing. And this is called ing form or gerund. After that, we have here the ing nouns can be used as the subject or object of a sentence, like I love learning. Learning here is an object. In another example, washing up isn't my favorite thing to do. Washing up here, because we start here the sentence with this gerund, this is a subject. But pay attention and try to learn the spelling changes when you add ing. For example, write, you will add ing here, writing, and pay attention because we will delete the letter E, right? Writing. Swim, swimming. If you look carefully at the verb swim, you'll find that it ends in a consonant letter, and before it we have a vowel. So we will double the consonant letter before adding ing. Swim, swimming. Lie, we will change it into lying, but you cannot hear that we are changing here the two letters IE into Y and then the ing. Lie, lying. Like this example, lying in bed for a long time isn't healthy. It means to sleep for a long time in the bed without working, without doing anything useful. So isn't healthy at all. Lying in bed, lying here is a subject, yes, because we start the sentence with it. Note, prepositions are followed by ing form of the verb, like thank you for baking my cake, mom. If you look here, thank, this is a verb, and it takes the preposition for, and after for you have to add to the verb ing. For baking, you cannot say thank you for bake my cake. No, thank you for baking. I congratulate you on succeeding, and so on. So after the preposition, you will add to the verb ing, and you can use ing form or gerund. Pay attention because not all words ending in ing are nouns. Like this example, swimming is fun. Swimming here is a noun. It's okay. But here in this example, we are swimming. Can you say that that swimming here is a noun? No. Our swimming here is a verb. This is a verb in the present continuous. It's okay. So we are swimming here. Swimming here is not a noun at all. It's a verb. The next section after that in this unit is the language functions. The language functions is so important here because we can use this part in the unit, especially in the situation, the question of the situation. Here we will talk about problems. If you have a problem, how can you express your feelings? You can say, I'm afraid that I have a problem using the internet. It's okay. I find it difficult to look for the information that I need. I find it difficult to, or I'm afraid that or the trouble, it means problem. The trouble is that I spend too much time playing computer games. So here you are talking about your problem. So if you want to ask about or offer help to someone, you can say, have you got any problems? What's the matter? Let me see if I can help. So here you are offering help. Have you got any problems? What's the matter? Let me see if I can help. Uh, After that, Unit 9. Unit 9, the title is The Senses. The senses, like hearing, like smelling, and so on. And we have here some words, equipment, and workout. And as you know, that workout it means to calculate or to make sense of. And the word equipment it means tools that can be used to do something. What about the grammar here? In the grammar section, we will talk about the non-defining relative clauses. You studied before the relative clauses by using the relative pronouns who, which, where, that. And by the way, these are not question words here. We will use them as relative pronouns. Let's see the first point here. We use non-defining relative clauses to give to give us extra information about the noun. We use the relative pronoun who for people, as you know. The first example, Mr. Zaki, pay attention because we will put this relative clause between two commas, as you see. Mr. Zaki, then comma, who lives next door, then comma, is a scientist. So here, this part, who lives next door, this is the relative clause, which gives us extra information. It's okay? It means here that this piece of information is not important. It's just extra. It's okay. You don't need it at all. So it's called here in English non-defining relative clauses, and you have to put them, the relative clauses, I mean, between two commas. The next point, we use the relative pronoun which for things and animals, as you know. So who we can use it for people, and which you can use it for things or animals. Like this example, elephants which live for around 45 years are found in Africa. So here we are putting which live for around 45 years between two commas because this is called relative clause, non-defining relative clause. The next point, we use the relative pronoun where for places and when for time. Like this example, we went to visit my cousins in Luxor, where they have lived since the 70s. It's okay, so where here because it's related to the place Luxor. Another example, the photos the photo shows Alexandria in 1990 when my parents lived there. So when here is related to the time, this year, 1990. And we use the relative pronoun whose to show possession. Mr. Adil, whose factory produces cotton clothes, is very rich. So we are talking here about something that Mr. Adil has, which is the factory. And Between the fact Mr. Adil, the person, and the factory, we will add whose to express, to show position. There is always a comma, of course, before a non-defining relative clause, and after the clause if it is in the middle of a sentence. Like this example, I went to visit my friend who lives in Port Said. So who here is related to my friend, and we have to put a comma before it. The post office, which is opposite the bank, is crowded today. So which here is related to the post office, and we have to put here comma, and before the second verb in the sentence, we have to put a comma. And the language functions here in this unit is how to invite people. If you want to invite someone, for example, to your birthday party, what can you say? You can say, would you like to go to the park, for example, if you want to invite someone to your birthday party? Would you like to come to my birthday party? I'd like to invite you to my birthday party, and so on. If you accept the invitation, if you say yes, you can say, I'd love to, or that sounds great, or it sounds great. But if you refuse the invitations, it's okay. Or if you turn them down, you can say, I'm sorry, or I'm afraid I can't. I'd love to, but I can't because I'm busy, because I have a lot of things to do, and so on. So, in this way, we finished units 8 and 9 in the student's book. And now we will answer some questions together about them. Yes, the first question, you see a person looking for his bag, and you want to know if he needs help. And this is according to write what do you say in the following situations. Okay? Yes. The first question, you see a person looking for his bag, and you want to know if he needs help. What can you say here? Who can answer? If you know the answer, you can raise your hand. Yes, Lisa.
Can I help you?
Very good. So you can say here, can I help you? Yes. Question number two, you see a child crying in the street. What can you say? Yes. You see a child crying in the street. Yes, Nur Isam.
What is the problem?
Very good. You can say, what's the problem? What's the matter with you? Do you have any problems? Very good. What's the problem? It's okay. Or what's the matter with you? Yes. Question number three. You fell down in the street and you ask the help of someone passing near to you. What can you say? Yes, Arwa. Mhm. You ask the help of someone passing near to you. Mhm. If you ask the help of someone, of course you will say, can you help me? It's okay. Can you help me? Question number 2, choose the correct answer. Number 1, I lost my and fell in the ground. Or fell on the ground. Yes, number 1, source, balance, intelligence, and information. Who can answer? Yes, Tasneem. Number 1,
Uh, balance.
balance. Yes, very good. So the answer will be balance. Number 2, did you have any finding your way to the new schools? Yes, who can answer it? Yes, Minna. Minnatullah Mustafa. Yes, Rudaina. Did you have any? Did you have any problem? What is the synonym to the word problem here in this sentence? Of course, it will be trouble. Did you have any trouble? Did you have any problem finding your way to the new school? So this is number 2. Number 3, what about a break now? I got tired. Yes, what about a break now? I got tired. Who can answer? Can you say take, taking, is talking, talking? Hmm. After what about you have to put ing form, gerund. We have two gerunds here. The first one taking and the second one talking. You can say taking a break or talking a break. Of course, it will be taking a break. Number 4, space, very intelligent, can help people to do amazing things. Been, be, being, and is. Hmm. You can start your sentence here with an ing form as a subject. Hmm. What can we use here? Yes, safe,
being,
being, being, because this is the ing form, and you can start with it as a subject. Yes. Exercise number 3, rewrite the following sentences using the words in brackets. It's dangerous to swim in deep water. If I want to start with swimming, we will start now with swimming. How can we start with it? By saying, who can answer it? Hmm. Yes, who can answer it? Hur. We'll start here with the swimming. It's okay. And we will say swimming in deep water huh, is dangerous. I'm just changing here the place by starting at the beginning of the sentence with swimming, an ing form. Swimming in deep water is dangerous. It means it's dangerous to swim in deep water. Another question, it's not healthy to lie in bed for a long time. How can we start the sentence with lying? I'll start the sentence here with the gerund form lying. Lying.
Um, Go.
Mm, yes,
Lying in the bed,
lying
in bed for a long time
for a long time.
isn't healthy.
Very good. For a long time isn't healthy. Very good. Okay, lying in bed for a long time isn't healthy. It means it's not healthy to lie in bed for a long time. So here we are using the ing form or the gerund at the beginning as a subject of the sentence. Number three, I congratulated Noha because she bought a new car. How can we use the gerund or the ing form buying in this sentence? Pay attention because we will not start the sentence with buying. We will put it in the middle. But how can we use it? We will need here in this sentence a preposition. A preposition with what? With the verb congratulate. The verb congratulate or congratulated in the past will take the preposition on. So we will say here, I congratulated Noha. I will not say because here. I will say on. I congratulated Noha on what? Here we will need the ing form because we studied together that after the preposition we can use the gerund form or the ing form. So on buying, I congratulated Noha on buying a new car. And here they have the same meaning. The two sentences have the same meaning. Question number 4. Magda likes to play tennis. It's her favorite sport. How can we start with playing? Who can answer it? Yes, Karen. We'll start here with playing. Playing what, Karen? What
Playing
kind of
tennis.
sport? Playing tennis. Very good. Playing tennis, yes.
Um,
Hmm?
هقول is like.
Where is lying?
شو بيقول
Play.
ماجدة likes to play tennis.
Yes, Magda likes to play tennis. It's okay. And it's her favorite sport. Try to mix the two sentences together in one sentence by saying playing tennis is
Favorite sport.
we don't need sport here now. Playing tennis is Magda's because we want to show the position, so we will need the apostrophe S. Playing tennis is Magda's favorite sport. Okay? To get the same meaning of the two
Okay.
sentences, we have to change. We have to do some changes. So playing tennis is Magda's favorite sport. It means here that Magda likes to play tennis and it's her favorite sport. But here we are mixing the two sentences in only one sentence. Now Unit 9, we have some questions about Unit 9. The first question, write what you would say in the following situations. The first one, you refuse politely your friend's invitation for watching a sports match. What can you say if you refuse an invitation? Yes, Khalid. Hmm? How can we refuse the invitation? We can say, hmm, You can say, I'd love to, I'd love to, but I am busy. This is how to refuse an invitation in a polite way. I'd love to, but I'm busy. Another question, your friend invites you to lunch and you accept his invitation. What can you say? If you accept the invitation, you will say, "Hmm, huh?" If you accept the invitation, you can say, sounds, that sounds great. Or you can say, I'd love to. Question number 3, you want to invite your friend to your birthday party. If you want to invite your friend to come to your birthday party, what can you say? Hmm? You can say, I'd like to invite you to my birthday party. I'd like to invite you to my birthday party. Now choose the correct answer. Number 1, that girl is. She can't hear you. Hmm? Who can answer? Yes. Huda Usama. That girl is
Steve.
deaf. Yes, deaf.
Yes. Okay.
It's okay. Thank you, Huda. Yes. Number 2, Ahmed usually plays the violin in or an on Sundays. Hmm? Yes, Jasmine usually plays the violin. Yes, yes, orchestra, orchestra. Number 3, the teacher asked Ahmed to the books to the class. Hand out, hand up, look up, and look out. Hmm? Yes, the meaning of hand out here, we need it here because it means to give. The teacher asked Ahmed to give the books to the class. Now the rewrite question, and this is an exercise about the non-defining relative clauses. And we have here the first one. I went to visit my aunt last week. She lives in Alex. She lives in Alex. How can we use who here? Hmm. Yes, we have only 7 minutes. So I went to visit my aunt last week. She lives in Alex. So you can say, I went to visit my aunt who lives in Alex last week. I went to visit my aunt who lives in Alex last week. Number 2, May is the driest month in Cairo. It has the least rain of all the months. How can we use which here? Yes, Isa. May is the driest month in Cairo. It has the least rain of all the months. How can we use which here?
هتبقى May.
Hmm?
ثانية واحدة.
Yes.
May, which is the driest month in Cairo,
Yes.
has the least rain of the months,
Very good.
of all the
Very good.
months.
Very good. It's okay. May, which is the driest month in Cairo, has the least rain of all the months. And we can say May, which has the least rain of all the months, is the driest month in Cairo. Because we will consider the second sentence is the sentence which gives us extra information. Okay, so we have to put it here, or we should put it after the relative pronoun. So we can say May, which has the least rain of all the months, is the driest month in Cairo. And your answer, by the way, is correct. Number three, I like Cairo. I have lived there for 3 years. How can we use where? How can we use where? Yes? Yes, who can use where here? Where here, we will put it here in the middle, because it's a relative pronoun. Yes, the theme?
I like Cairo, where I have lived for 3 years.
Very good. And you'll delete the word there, of course. Yes, thank you. It's okay, so I like Cairo, where I have lived for 3 years, without there, without there. It's okay. I think that the 2 units are so easy, and next time, inshallah, we will try to.
مستر ممكن تكتب إجابة نمبر 2.
It's okay. May, comma, a which has the least rain of all the months in Cairo. It's okay. And number three, I like Cairo. I have lived for 3 years. And number one, I went to visit my aunt last week. I went to visit. So the first one, I went to visit my aunt who lives in Alex last week. The second one, May, which has the least rain of all the months, is the driest month in Cairo. And number three, I like Cairo, where I have lived for 3 years. In this way, we will finish our session today. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.